In today's video, we are exploring the Banksy Museum in Krakow, where we dive into the art of one of the most provocative street artists of our time. Banksy isn't just about creating striking images, his works serve as a sharp critics of modern society, tackling everything from capitalism and inequality to war, surveillance and hypocrisy. Banksy is particularly critical of consumerism and capitalism. In slave labor, a child is shown making a British flag out of pieces of fabric, seemingly sewing or stitching it together. Meanwhile, luxury rentals only critiques gentrification and rising inequality in urban areas. When it comes to politics and war, Banksy doesn't hold back. Many of his recent murals in Ukraine, created following Russia's invasion, reflect the devastation of the conflict. Lady in the Gas Mask is one of his powerful works, showing a woman in a gas mask symbolizing the horrors and constant fear civilians face during war. Banksy also critiques with humor the absurdity of violence in works like Israeli and Palestinian Pillow Fight, where soldiers from opposite sides are shown fighting with pillows. In Flower Thrower, a Molotov cocktail is reimagined as a peaceful gesture, symbolizing non-violent resistance in the face of brutality. Banksy also often highlights social inequality and migrant crisis. We Are All in the Same Boat shows refugees in a small boat passing by a luxurious yacht, emphasizing the huge contrast between the privileged and the marginalized. Other paintings feature serene Mediterranean landscape, starkly contrasted by life jacket washed up on the shore, symbolizing the European migrant crisis. In Migrant Child, the young girl holds a smoking flare, which symbolizes distress and serves as a call for help. Leopard and Lamb features a vulnerable lamb in the embrace of a leopard and critiques social inequality and the false sense of harmony. The Son of a Migrant from Syria highlights the potential contribution of migrants using Steve Jobs, the son of a Syrian immigrant, to challenge stereotypes. Game Changer is a tribute to healthcare workers during the COVID-19 pandemic, depicting a young boy replacing traditional superheroes with a nurse in uniform, symbolizing the real-life heroes who battled the crisis. If graffiti changed anything, it would be legal by Banksy is a bold statement that questions how real change is limited by existing power structures. Meanwhile, Follow Your Dreams shows a man in a poor neighborhood whose dreams are cancelled by tough realities, but it also hints that people should keep chasing their dreams despite the challenges. Graffiti is a Crime confronts the criminalization of street art, making it clear that Banksy sees art as a tool for rebellion. Environmental issues also feature heavily in Banksy work. Washing Zebra Stripe shows a zebra having its natural stripes scrubbed away, symbolizing how nature is being erased by progress. Venice in Oil critiques the environmental impact on Venice of large cruise ships, which overwhelm the fragile city, damaging its environment and historical sites. In Ruined Landscape, Banksy critiques tourism and the way people often treat cultural and natural landmarks as photo opportunities rather than respecting their true significance. In Umbrella Girl, the painter commemorates the devastation caused to New Orleans by Hurricane Katrina in 2005 and critiques authorities' negligent response to the natural disaster. Camera and Flower shows a man accidentally uprooting a flower while trying to capture its beauty, highlighting how the pursuit of beauty can destroy it. Violence, power dynamics, and politics are central themes in many of Banksy works. The Pissing Soldier critiques the glorification of militarism, while The Kissing Coppers challenge traditional views of masculinity and authority. Choose Your Weapon shows British youth involved in gang culture where their aggressive dogs are used as weapons in their fight for power. Banksy also champions personal freedom and autonomy. In Mobile Phone Lovers, a couple kisses while engrossed in their phones, highlighting how technology isolates us. No Bold Games critiques how a society that claims to value freedom still imposes restrictive norms. Banksy's Remixed Masterpiece reimagined famous artworks with a contemporary twist and social commentary. In The Gleaners, he replaces a figure with a cigarette-smoking character, showing how society's focus has shifted from manual labor and poverty to a more laid-back, consumer-driven mentality. On the other hand, in Show Me the Monet, he critiques modern issues like consumerism, capitalism, and environmental destruction. Smiley Grim Reaper shows death with a smiley face, highlighting how we often hide harsh truth with false optimism. Naked Man Hanging from Window shows a man dangling from a window, caught after his affair is about to be discovered. With the rise of artificial intelligence, Banksy addresses the impact of technology. In the artwork Red 3D Glasses critiques how this detaches us from real-world experiences. In conclusion, Banksy art is a powerful critique of today's world. From capitalism and inequality to war and surveillance, his work pushes us to question the systems that shape our lives. As we explore the Banksy Museum in Krakow, each piece invites us to rethink the status quo and see art as a tool for resistance.